Yes. Leaving my office here. Man, I was just thinking, I was talking with someone, and God, he's not happy, you know? Not where he wants to be in life, not doing what he wants to do. And a lot of us are in that place. I was in that place. I always knew from a young child, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to own my own business. I knew that. And I didn't really know doing what, you know? I'm cool selling snow cones or pitching newspapers or, you know, whatever. And I've started and failed at a whole bunch of businesses. And I call this process just falling forward fast, man. Like when a kid's learning to walk, you know, you see they stumble and they fall forward, and that's life, man. That's business. That's, you know, if you're an entrepreneur, but that's not just that's everything. That's like you getting a new job and you get there and it's not what you thought it would be, or a girlfriend or a boyfriend, or you get into a marriage and it's just not what you thought it was going to be, and you can feel trapped. And that's a bad feeling. And sometimes it's not so much that you're trapped, it's just it's what you know, right? It's comfortable. And we get caught. And as time ticks by inside of that comfort, all of a sudden we're not doing what we wanted to do or what we were maybe called to do. And I know one thing. I know you were called to do something. I don't know what it is. It's different for you and different for me. But that's how our species works. That's how life works. Like, all of the money that you want is in the pockets, purses, wallets, and checkbooks of other people. And all of the stuff that I want and products that I want and services that I want, you have. And so it's our interaction together. And I serve people, and those people serve me, and they serve people, and people serve them. And that's how the money flow works. That's how money circulates, through the service of other people. But if we find ourselves doing service that we don't like, that we don't feel good about, that it doesn't bring the real us out, it can start to be painful, man, at times. I know I've been there, where it's just painful, because you want to do so much more. You want to do something else, you know, and you can't. Let me grab a drink here. Oh, I'm in the house here. So, what do we do? What do you do in that situation? Well, here's something I do know. The thing you want to do, you somehow got to find a way to make it make money, right? Otherwise, you're going to have a hard time doing it. If you're wanting to do it for a living. So it's got to be something that's monetizable. It's got to be something that someone else is willing to pay you for, whether it be knowledge or information or a service or a product. Somehow, you have to have a means of exchange. And you don't need everyone to like you. You don't need the whole world to like you. You don't need 1 million people or 10 million followers. You just need some people. You need some people who are willing to exchange and do business with you to make your idea, your passion, your thought, your concept work. It's not that complicated. And you don't need that many people, and you actually don't even have to get it right. You just have to get it going. You just have to start pushing your intent into the universe. When I first began to write books, they were terrible. I literally had a guy once send a book back to me because it had so many misspellings and so many errors and so many corrections. He was actually an English teacher, and the entire book was marked in red. I mean, he trashed it. And he goes, but good information. But he sent the book back to me. Didn't ask for a refund, just sent it back to me. And, you know, I had a couple ways to take that. It wasn't up to his standards. But you know what? Some people liked it. And that's the people that I was trying to serve. Get it? So it wasn't for that guy. That guy's smart. Cool. It wasn't for him. And so I just continue to push my intent into the universe, continue to push my ideas and my art out there. And not everybody's going to agree. Not everybody's going to like it. And then life starts to compress on you. You're going to have problems, and you're going to lose jobs, and people are going to get sick, and things are going to die. And you have to what? You have to maintain. And you have to keep the world from stealing it. Because other people, loved ones and friends and society will try to take that from you. Whatever it is, that idea, that dream, that product, that service, whatever it is you're wanting to do, the job, the dream job, people will try to take it from you. So you might keep it to yourself. That thing you want to do, keep it to yourself. The Bible says people know you by your fruits. It means there'll be evidence of the things that you want to do. People won't help but notice it. Like if you're around me very long, you're going to learn real quick. I'm a stock trader. I like stocks. I like investing. I like real estate. Why? Because that's basically all I'm going to talk to you about. It's my obsession. And if it's not your obsession, you'll be uncomfortable being around me because it'll get old and you won't want to hear it anymore. But it's my obsession. It's what makes me happy. And you have one too, and you have something that makes you happy and something that you want to do, but other people can push that down. I know this, if you're in a job right now that you don't like, if you're doing work that you don't like to do and you want to do something else, I know doing the job that you don't like that's how you get to the job you do like. Doing the business, if you're doing a business you don't want to do, if you do it at a level that other people, like if you master what it is you're doing, you come in early, you stay late, you work harder, you do more than they pay you for, that is the secret to success. The universe has to respond. It has to respond. It has to open up new doors for you because you're too big for the position you're in. Not one day, not 1 week, all the fucking time. Like you assume bigger things. You want to make more money? Raise your fucking hand and assume responsibility. You can't get rich with no responsibility. You want to make more money? You want to have more sales? You want to do more business? You want to get the dream job? You want to get the dream spouse? Like raise your fucking hand and say, hey, over here, I'd like to do more. I'd like to do more than you pay me for. And when you do that, by its very nature, you become a giver. You're giving more than you're receiving, which is the basic formula all the way back to Sunday school that we learned. It's better to give than to receive. Here's another one for you. What you give away, you always get to keep. That's why I began to push my book and just give it away. Why? Fuck those people. They owe me. What you give away, you get to keep. So I always get to keep it. I always get to keep that little thing that I gave you something. You didn't give me nothing. Get it? What you give away, you get to keep. So you start giving away your art, your music, your product, your service. You start pushing it out there. That's the basic concept behind the idea of like free samples. It's a basic thing, a law of reciprocity. People feel obligated to do business with you, to engage with you, to be polite with you. If you open the door for someone and say, here you go, man, they feel a need to compliment you back. Not everyone, but you don't need everyone. Remember we said that. We're only looking for someone. We're looking for the right people. You're only looking for people who are looking for you. Meaning if they're not voting for you, fuck those people. Go find new people. You don't have to stay within just because you were born in that family, you don't have to stay in that family. Go create your own family. Go create your own thing. Like you control. How you think is everything. And so if you're in a job right now you don't like, be really good at it. You'll get a better job. See, most people do the opposite though. They're really shitty at the job they don't like. And guess what? You just get more of that. You can't get more. So if you're really shitty at a job, you're just going to get more shitty jobs because you just become a shitty person who does shitty service and treats people like shit. This is why when you bump into someone at a job, you can tell they hate it, right? Versus you bump into someone and they have a light and a glow on their face. Why? Because they're bigger than the job they're in. See, the person, when you bump into them and they're miserable, is because the job weighs them down and is bigger than they are. But when you bump into someone who's bigger than the room they're in, they bring a certain charismatic charisma, they bring a certain presence to the process. And look, they're there early, they stay late, they do more than other people do. And the universe has to expand, and that's the people who grow in life and go on to do other things, man. And so if you're in a job right now, if you're in a situation right now, if you're in a place in life right now that you don't like, dominate that shit. You take it. You do it. You stop looking and pointing at other people. You stop watching the news to get yourself mad. You need a reason to get mad? You need to get mad at your damn self. You need to watch the news to get mad? Look at this little notification. You need to watch some politics shit. You need to go on Facebook to get yourself fired up. You're not mad at your own self? You're not a little bit disappointed that you're not doing more? That you haven't gone more, gone further, accomplished more, have accumulated more wealth, shared more, given more. Oh, you've given so much? Come on, man. And so sometimes we look for reasons to be mad at other people, and we're sitting right here. So the secret is just heavy's the head that wears the crown. So if you're in that job and you don't like it, I'm telling you right now, the secret is to just take control of that situation, take control of your life, and be the overbearing personality that takes over it. And you will be able to do what you want to do, and the universe will open up the door, and that business you wanted, that job you wanted, that career you wanted, the type of person you wanted, it will bring it into your life. I promise you, man, I promise you. Be too big for the room you're in.